Part 3 of my story. The doctor I was seeing at the time, at the hospital that I was going to for treatment, they wouldn't help us. So they wouldn't give us the new medication. And my parents had to search elsewhere. Finally, they found a doctor who was willing to give it to me. It was amazing. I went on it and it was just a tablet. How could that be a substitute for a bone marrow transplant, even for injections? It was amazing. In the beginning, it was a little bit rough. The side effects were a bit tough to handle, but there was a chance that it could fix me, that it could help me get better. And it didn't take long for the side effects to go away and for the medication to start working. It wasn't a cure, but it was a treatment, and it was giving me the greatest gift of all, time. And it did exactly that. That medication worked to treat me, to keep my leukemia under control for 14 years. It worked for 14 years. Now, I'm nearly in my 20th year with leukemia. So you might be wondering what happened after that 14th year. Well, my body decided that it didn't like the treatment anymore. It didn't want to accept it as controlling the leukemia. So one day I got a blood result and it wasn't good. It showed raised levels of leukemia production, leukemia cells in my body. And all of a sudden, now as an adult, I was faced with something huge and scary all over again. Now, the thing about being diagnosed with leukemia as a child, when you're not even really able to comprehend what's happening to you, is it's possible for you to go through a huge amount of time without ever understanding, without ever knowing what is leukemia, why did I get it, what does the treatment do to my body, and how does it help me to get through it. And those are all questions that for the first time I was being faced with, and it was like being diagnosed all over again, this time as an adult who was able to comprehend what was happening. And boy, that was a rough time. It really was. It was emotional and scary and just changed everything all over again. Next part coming.